Anyways, I am now speaking to you from the new cockpit set for the movie. Well, you remember in the Energy Crisis Solved, how all we had in the way of a cockpit was a wall, which I was sitting in front of. This is the new cockpit. It needs a little bit of touch-up work. It's sort of been sitting around collecting dust for the past few weeks, so it needs a little bit of repair work. But basically, this is it. Made most of it myself. The design you see in the background was designed by David Evans. So yes, this whole thing is in high fidelity, and parts of it are in stereo as well. This video would not be complete if I did not recommend a few shows to you. My latest infatuation, my latest favorite show is Twin Peaks. I'm sure you've heard of it. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure you've at least heard of it. I mean, if you haven't seen it, I know if you haven't seen it, you're probably thinking, soap opera, blah, murder mystery, barf, you know. But it's a lot different. It's weird, and it's good. And if you haven't seen it yet, check it out. I would recommend the following things to you. TV shows, I would recommend Twin Peaks, of course. And if you enjoyed Batman, the movie, I would highly recommend The Flash, because it's done a lot like Batman. I'm taping it, so if you miss The Flash and it happens to get canceled, which it very well might, don't worry. If you're interested in seeing it, I've got them. I'm taping all of them. And in terms of movies, did you see the Ninja Turtles movie? Live action one, that is. Well, actually, yeah, that's the only one there is. Well, I would recommend that as well. And if you want a good drama, and if you like Anthony Perkins, see Crimes of Passion. So that's a good movie. And a good action movie, of course, is Die Hard, which I'm sure you've long since seen. I have yet to see the sequel. As well, I have yet to see the sequel to RoboCop. I finally did buy RoboCop. They finally did bring it down in price, and I bought it. It is now part of my video library. What else would I recommend? What else do I have? Oh yeah, and you've been searching high and low for many years for a good horror movie. In that case, I would recommend George Romero's film Dawn of the Dead. It's an excellent movie. Here, I'll show you what the box looks like. Hang on a second. This is Crimes of Passion. This is the R-rated version. There is also another version of this, which is an unrated version, which contains several minutes of kinky footage that was previously never shown in America. Ninja Turtles, of course. Excellent movie. You want to see good special effects. You thought Howard the Duck was good in terms of bringing the character to life. I thought the effects in Ninja Turtles far surpassed those in Howard the Duck. And of course, Dawn of the Dead, which is one of the ultimate horror movies. Look it up in any video review magazine. I can guarantee you it'll have at least a 3-star rating. Leonard Maltin, who is one of the hardest critics of all time, gave it 3.5 stars. Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times, who you may know from Siskel and Ebert at the movies, gave it 4 stars, based upon a maximum rating of 4, by the way. Anyhow, that's it from the old home front here. Keep in touch. I plan to. And I'll contact you again soon. Goodbye. Greetings once again, Jason. I just received your letter 2 days ago, so I figured I would take this opportunity to answer some of your questions. Let's see. The camera I'm using. It is a CCD F45. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. Sony. There we go. It's a good camera, as I'm sure you can tell from just looking at the picture quality of this video. And one thing I like about 8mm cameras is you can dub from them. You can make copies of the 8mm recordings of stuff and dub it onto VHS, and it's pretty well indistinguishable from the original. What else did you say? Beta cams. I didn't know you could rent beta cams, but I guess yeah, because they're becoming so sort of standard in the camera industry, I guess it makes sense that they would. Let's see, what else did you ask me? Yes, obviously you have heard of Twin Peaks. Oh yeah, I have something else I want to show you. I've had it for several months now, quite some time. I meant to mention it to you when I saw you when I was in Toronto, but I forgot. Well, it's a cartoon. You've been recommending it to me for years. Anyhow, I finally found the first volume of Jayce and the Wheeled Warriors. There it is. From Magic Window Home Video, a division of RCA Columbia Home Video. Let me guess, you're now thinking you want a copy. This has the first 2 episodes on it. I don't know if it's actually episodes 1 and 2, but I know for sure it's episode 1 because it tells how it all begins and everything. The episode's entitled Escape from the Garden and Ghost Ship. Here, I'll read the back to you. Jayce's turbo-powered adventures begin in Escape from the Garden and Ghost Ship. It's Jayce thundering across the stars to save the universe. The saga begins when Jayce learns of his father's plans to end hunger in the galaxy. But a freak burst of radiation has turned the food crop into monster mines, slithering vines of destruction. Can Jayce find his missing father and stop this creeping menace? That's the last thing the hideous Sawboss wants. He lures Jayce into a rotting old space tanker that's about to self-destruct. Good thing Jayce is armed with the power of the Lightning League vehicles, the most awesome fleet of combat cars that ever raced through space. Join Jayce, Captain Herc Storm Sailor, Oon the Robot, and Little Sister Flora on the first leg of a radical adventure that's as big as the galaxy. Kick on the afterburners, Jayce. There's adventure ahead. And it's 45 minutes long. That's Mindy storming out of the bathroom. I don't know why, but anyways. Be sure to contact me soon. And I hope you enjoyed this video letter, because once again, I enjoyed making it. That was it. And this is the end. Goodbye. There it is. Excuse me.
I'll teach you criminals to befoul our sewers.